Hello everybody and welcome to CTN Sports Game of the Week. We've got our opening fall broadcast. I'm Nick Wisniewski along with JB Ricks here, Holloway Field on the campus of Pioneer High School, where we've got some girls field hockey. JB, Pioneers, defending state champs, taking on the Saline Eagles. What are we looking at tonight?
Three-time defending state champs. We got to put some respect on their name, right? The dynasty that is Pioneer coming in, playing against Saline, who is the team coming in undefeated. So these two teams have much respect for each other. They're in the SEC conference, and they know they're going to be two of the top contenders. But once this game gets started on the field, all those pleasantries are over. They're a wrap. We're going to see some high-level competition out here tonight.
Southeast Michigan, a hotbed for girls field hockey. We're about to see it. Hornets taking on the Pioneers. Up right after this. And as promised, everybody, you can see records right here. Saline Hornets 5-0-1 so far this season. Pioneers 3-2. But these records, JB, don't necessarily reflect exactly what's going on as far as the Pioneers, right? They've played some tournaments against some teams that are brought in from out of state, frankly. And when you're dealing with that, you just never know what you're going to get. But that is what a great program does. They seek to always look for the next challenge and try to sharpen that steel, especially early on in the season.
And that's what these matchups are for. Early in the season, kind of test where you're at. You know what I mean? You go through your off-season programs or whatever, and this is the opportunity for you to go and find out what your team is really built for this upcoming season. And when you're going up against a team like Saline, a team that you faced in the state championship last year, this early in the season, this is the test. This is the test that you need right here. And this is the perfect competition because these two programs have a high level of respect for each other. But once they get on this field, man, they know it's all about business. So that's what I'm expecting to see out of these two state championship contenders right here.
High level, high caliber teams here. Saline Hornets in white, moving right to left across your internet dial, or if you're watching on CTN. Pioneers in the home purple, dotted with a little bit of white out there as well. So far, play's been up to midfield. Pioneers, though, always look to move quickly up the middle of the field. Nice pass into the middle there up to number 24, Clara Jones. Jones trying to move forward now against number 1 for Saline. That's Claire Clark.
Yeah, both teams just pretty much filling each other out right now, just kind of getting into the groove, getting into the rhythm, getting into a rhythm, and it's very, very early.
Yeah, Pioneer likes to play that possession. You're not going to see them take a lot of big swings. They're much more interested in small, controlled bursts going up the field and then waiting for that opportunity in a half-court offense, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Saline now plays that near side. That's Kendall Bowl. Bowl up the middle. Somewhat a dangerous play into the middle that way, but they're doing a nice job working the ball around. Yeah, Pioneer waiting for the chance to pounce, and there it is. That's Violet Solden now. Solden with the steal, and then sends it out front, and that one got by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, good pressure by Pioneer here early on, applying the pressure on defense, and it got themselves a nice opportunity there for a shot on goal. Yeah. Couldn't convert.
There you can see the ball that just barely skipped through that goal mouth. And you'll see a lot of that going on. The Pioneers, though, typically do a really nice job of finding that player camped out in front of the net.
Yeah, that's a strategy that can always work for sure. A lot of patience going on right now.
Another great pickup there by the Pioneers. Carried in. Excellent job stepping up and stealing that one away. Claire Clark, you can see that she is just the anchor in the middle of that defense for the Hornets. Ball played up, trying to play it into space for number 5, J.C. Walker. Walker couldn't quite get there, though, and the Pioneers will take over possession.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, Nick, to our viewers, this sun is absolutely blazing on this field right now. You can kind of see everybody on the sidelines holding their hands above their eyes to kind of block the sun out. And I'm wondering if that's going to have any effect at all on the players on the field, but it doesn't seem to so far. Everybody looks to be locked in and not paying any attention to.
Yeah, and as we go down, it's 6 o'clock start time. You're right about that. As the sun gets a little bit lower, it will be a little tougher to see that ball. You will get a little bit more glare. You're exactly right about that, and especially if you're that goaltender in there right now for Saline, Kaylee Mitzel. She's looking directly into that sun as Pioneer attacks from the left. Yeah. So I wonder if that will end up being a part of their strategy to try to take advantage of that a little bit. As much as they can.
I would if I was in that position.
In pregame introductions, we saw Kaylee Mitzel do a barrel roll as she ran out to be announced. the very rarely seen goaltender barrel roll. I respect it.
Well, I spoke to both coaches before this game got going, and they both spoke about the energy level that these girls are going to be bringing out here today, especially when these two match up against each other. I mean, you can go ahead and call them rivals because of how successful they've been and how many huge games they've had to face off with each other, being in the same conference. So this is a high-level energy game right here, and, I'm not surprised to hear about one of the players barrel rolling,
Absolutely. And for all of these teams, and then we got a Pioneer breakaway. One on nobody. Gets it out, but a great job coming back there. Olivia Puffpath gets that ball from going into the net. Puffpath, Jane on the spot, saving a goal for her goaltender.
Yeah, let's check out this replay right here. It's great steal coming in. Oh, but the goalie is right there, and then it's number 6, Kendall Bowl, right there to have her goaltenders back. That's teamwork right there, ladies and gentlemen. Still scoreless here through the first few minutes.
Great job there by the Pioneers to be anticipatory of those passes. And these Pioneer forwards are just vultures. They're down in position waiting for any pass that they can jump on and try to take advantage of moving forward. Saline has barely broken midfield. This is one of their first opportunities. That's Casey Griffin coming up the left side. But she just runs into a strong defender, keeping it low there. That's Lucy Pikert, I believe.
Yeah, Pioneers relentless on defense so far. They're not letting Saline have anything. They are 100% controlling the pace of this game so far.
Pikert slapped that one forward, but couldn't find her intended target. Nonetheless, Pioneer continues with their possession game. That one gets out to number 9, Alexis Hayes. Hornets now trying to work it down. They're going to try to get down behind the net. No goal, and we'll have possession. I believe that's going to be for Saline, and this will be a big opportunity early on for him right here, JB.
Saline corner.
They could use it, considering how Pioneer has kind of controlled the pace on defense. Saline got themselves a great opportunity here, and, they've got to take advantage of this because they may be limited throughout this entire match.
Corner shot upcoming here for Saline. Pioneers are working those face masks in. Nobody wants to take one of these balls into their dome. That thing's hard if you've not felt it. Pass up into the middle. Pioneers come out. That one's received up top. Backhand switch-up shot there by the Hornets. Doesn't even make it through, though. Pioneer defenders stoutly come up with it one more time.
That Pioneer defense, they are on and popping this evening.
Defense sheds all those masks quickly. Here, we'll take a look at that one again.
Here it is right here, coming in. She got a good shot, but it just did not get through. And we remain scoreless.
Yep, still 0-0. 6:58 to go here in this first quarter.
Saline on the attack.
Hornets send that one in the middle. 2 players, and that one scoots by the goaltender. Goaltender looking around, not entirely sure what happened there, but the Hornets sting first.
Hornets on the board first, being aggressive after they finally got the ball into their zone, and Pioneers defense, who has been pretty stout through these first few minutes. Oh, they had a miscommunication there. And Ella Arvey with the nice pass into the zone, and it just slips by the goaltender. And Saline has themselves a 1-0 lead.
And Saline's got to feel pretty darn good about themselves, considering they've not had a ton of offense thus far in this first quarter, but they came away with one when they needed it most, and quick 1-0 lead now. I don't think we ever got an official call on who put that one in, JB. Did you see?
It slid through. The last person I saw who was controlling it was Ella Arvey, but it just kind of snuck its way through.
Well, let's
And got past that
Let's give it to
goaltender.
her then.
Yeah.
Oh, here we take a look one last time.
See, here's she swings it in. That there. Number 2. Okay, Casey Griffin. Oh, so 3 did touch it. Okay, that's right. That's Claire Arvey.
Claire Arvey.
That's Claire Arvey, and she is the sister of Ella. So they
Presumably so.
presumably, right? Actually, no, not
We're not,
presumably.
we're not close family friends. Oh, okay. You
yes,
didn't know
yes,
that.
yes. Coach Sophia O'Connor let me know we got a bunch of RVs on this team.
Okay. I mean,
You got
again,
Claire.
it felt like a safe assumption, but without knowing for sure. But you got in there. You dug
I
in.
did.
That's what
I did.
you're doing.
Coach
You get the
O'Connor did
facts.
confirm. You got Claire, you got Ella, and then one of the assistant coaches is Bree Arvey. So they got a family affair going on over there at Saline.
Love it.
Okay. All right, Pioneers got to strike back here. You know, they were controlling the pace from the beginning, but with Saline getting that opportunity, they took full advantage of it, and now Pioneers got to get it back. So
Pioneer the substitution there. June Galvin back into the game, or into the game for the first time, I should say. Sends that one right
Snuck
into
it
the
through.
middle,
Okay.
kicked off to the side. Kaylee Mitzel, aggressive play. Pioneer keeps possession. Nice drop back pass right there.
Pioneer
And
substitution, number 19, June Galban.
now it's
No,
Pioneers
no, no.
struggling to find a good open look on the offensive end. So Saline is kind of taking over the momentum of this one with their defense now.
And here we can see that last opportunity, a long shot in. That's a low percentage shot, but Mitzel, great job keeping an eye on it and then putting the old boot on it.
All right, a little bit of a scrum there. And Saline is going to come back out with possession. I know they would love to double up their lead right now if they could get an opportunity like they did in the previous sequence.
Those Pioneer forwards continue to do a great job of taking advantage of Hornet miscues down in their own end. And the Pioneers continue to play great possession. Excellent job working the ball around and then trying to find something. But I will say this about Saline's defense. Really strong, really stout, not giving anything up.
No, they're not giving up anything at all. And you were speaking on the midfielders for Pioneer. Head coach Jane Nixon told me before the game that is their strength. Their strength is within the midfield position. But Saline is controlling the pace in that zone right now. And they're not letting Pioneer get anything easy. Basically what Pioneer was doing in the early few minutes.
Lucy Beaker will inbound.
Okay, we got another opportunity here with another penalty shot here.
Goal line pass comes in. Big whack comes in,
Oh!
bouncing. Hits off a defender and the goaltender. And an outstanding job by the Hornets one more time to stay in, see that ball into like your breadbasket, basically. And keeping the ball out of the net. Hornets still staying clean.
J.C. Walker, number 5, in for the Hornets.
Very impressed with how Saline's kind of turned this thing around, based off the early few minutes when Pioneer looked like they were in full control. Saline has taken over control of this game now.
Pioneer possession continues to do a nice job stepping up there from Saline. Here we can see that last play. Sends in and a big two-handed whack from the outside. And Mitzel continues to not just make great saves, but to talk her defenders out in front. And here you see one more time. Leaning shot goes wide there by Lillian Schultz.
That was a good opportunity right there by Pioneer for them to get into the zone the way they did. Beautiful passing there, and it led to a great shot on goal, but it was just off the mark.
Yeah, there you can see Schultz just pushing forward. A decent opportunity, but a low percentage shot. You can see she was pretty off balance when she put her weight into that shot.
Yeah, she was off to the side. Would have been nice if she could have centered a pass in there to get Pioneer's first goal, but Saline remains on top.
1:26 to go here in this first quarter. We've been had almost non-stop action, JB. Very few whistles and only a couple of the corner shots.
Yep. Clean game so far.
Yeah,
clean game.
Refs are letting them play, and both teams working hard. And Pioneer continues to work it down in their end.
Oh, nice steal.
There's another pickup by the Pioneers. Nice job stealing that one away, and a hard
June Galvin
shot
with the steal.
there. Zoe's Shuckman got that one in. Shuckman one more time. You can hear that ball, those sticks, with the force going down there.
Saline holds strong, though.
Hannah Phillips cleared that one up. Tried to clear it out of the zone, but one more time, Lucy Pikert steps up, keeps possession for the Pioneers. That one trickles in and goes just wide of the goalkeeper.
All right, check out this replay right here. Great look by Lucy Lowenschus. But like you said, Nick, right off to the right, just off the mark. That was a great look, great shot. Pioneer needed it. They need more. They want to tie this game up.
Continues to get opportunities, but they just haven't been able to sneak one by this Saline defense and Kaylee Mitzel. Only 1 second to go here in this first quarter, and that is an interesting horn that went off. Even the horn is maybe the first early on in the season, which we can relate to. But 1 quarter in, visiting Hornets have got a 1-0 lead. Stick around for a little bit more. Game of the week coming up after this break.
Opportunity to thank our sponsors of the program. Their contributions mean a lot to the program.
Hi, I'm Sarah Lanise from the City of Ann Arbor Clerk's Office. We want to show you how easy it is to get involved with your community by serving on a board or commission. The City of Ann Arbor appoints over 200 people to over 50 boards and commissions. From sustainability to transportation, we have boards and commissions for a wide range of policy interests. Most of them meet once a month virtually. You can start by visiting a2gov.legistar.com and clicking the Boards and Commissions tab. There you can read a short description about each board or commission. When you find one that interests you, click the Apply Now button in the top right-hand corner. You'll complete a short form including your contact information, background, and why you're interested in serving. Even if there's not a vacancy at the time, we'll keep your application for up to 2 years. Next, your application goes to City Council, where they may reach out to you to learn more or schedule an interview. Once the council makes their appointments, you'll be contacted on next steps and prepped for your first meeting. Serving is a great way to help shape our city's future. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact our office or visit the website for more information.
Back up, start a second quarter action here on CTN Sports Game of the Week. Thank you everybody for tuning in or checking us out on YouTube, whatever your viewing habits are this evening or afternoon. Who knows when you're watching this thing. I'm Nick Wisniewski along with JB Ricks here from Holloway Field. Gorgeous fall early evening. But as JB mentioned earlier on, sun's coming down and it's creating a little bit of an issue for some people watching the game, particularly a couple of guys up in the press box. JB, what can you tell us about that first quarter, though?
First quarter, I love the way that Pioneer came out defensively with their energy, and it looked like they were going to be kind of in control of this one or whatnot, but Saline kept pushing back, and they got themselves a great opportunity, and that's how they came away with their first goal of the game, and then they flipped it. They flipped it and made it look like they were the ones that were in control with their defensive ability.
Pioneer.
And while I'm over here speaking on that, they didn't score, did they? No, they didn't score. Saline is now controlling this with their defense, so that's why we're going into the second quarter with a one-goal advantage for the Hornets.
Yeah, Saline's played a little bit of rope-a-dope here in this first quarter. They took a lot of body blows. Pioneer had a lot of possession, but Saline has the upper hand right now on the scoreboard, and that's all that matters. Pioneer trying to get back into it. Outside shot, big blast from outside. And Pioneer has just been hammering shots from the outside, but Kaylee Mitzel and her teammates down low doing a great job staying in front.
Yeah, check out this replay. Watch this save by Kaylee Mitzel. I believe she got it with her left glove. Slaps. Oh no, her left shin guard. She blocked it. Great defense by Kaylee Mitzel. I told you, Saline's defense is controlling this game right now, Nick.
I'm sure that they would appreciate their offense controlling the game, though, because it has been a lot of pressure down there on their defense this whole game. I'm sure they'd like a little breathing room if they can get it. But Pioneer's forwards, with their aggressive forechecking, have done a great job of keeping possession throughout a good chunk of this game. Unofficially, I'll call it 80% of the game.
Yeah, you're right. Saline's best course of action right now. Get this ball out of Pioneer zone. You know what I mean? Just get it out of the zone. Gain a little bit more control. Pioneer may be getting the opportunities, but Saline is standing strong. But you know what? Hey, let's give Kaylee a break. You know, let's give her a break.
That's exactly it. I'm sure Kaylee's the one saying, "Hey, let's give Kaylee a break."
Let's give her a break. Let's get that ball into the other zone. So I'm pretty sure that's what they're trying to do right now as we speak. Get it out of Pioneer zone.
Saline now top side working that one out.
Come on, got it.
Doing her absolute best to try to stay in bounds and retain possession of that ball. Couldn't quite do it. Pioneers will get possession back and try to push it back down into their end. And you see a little less aggressiveness with these Saline forwards the way that Pioneer does. So they're sitting back and waiting for those long passes, and a nice job there sniffing that one out, grabbing it and bringing it in. That's Ella Arve again.
All right, Saline did exactly what we just talked about. They got the ball back in their zone. Now they're in control, giving Kaylee a little bit of a break. This is some great moves into the zone there, Nick. But
RV, huge stick work there. Outstanding work, working it around. She played through several Pioneer defenders there.
That was fancy. That was fancy work right here. Let's check out the stick work by RV. Oh, get off me, get off me, get off me. Oh, with the zoom. Ella Arvey with a beautiful shot on goal, but couldn't get it in. Saline still with the rock in their zone, trying to double up their lead.
Ella RV, number 7, only a sophomore out there, but playing with veteran status, doing a great job getting through all of that. Pioneer whiffed on that shot there, but the Pioneers can only get it so far. Hornets now trying to move it up. Hannah Phillips, near side, plays it back. That one's going to retain possession here for the Hornets. Big shot, Kendall Bowl. Bowl sends that one out. Smooth stick work there by the Pioneer defender. That's number 15. That's Izzy Sutton. Ella Puffpath trying to break through that Pioneer defense. No go, running into a wall. She's forced to play it back, all the way back to her defender, Anya Meyer.
I like what Saline is doing here. Oh, yeah, the little fancy and one. That's the and one skills right there.
Yeah, great hands back there, working it back and forth. And there's something to be said for a player that can, like using your basketball reference, that can create their own shot, right?
Yeah.
Somebody who can work around a player, doesn't need to smash it all the way up the field, or even make a short pass to a teammate. If you can beat that person in front of you and open up some space, you can really redefine this entire game.
Yeah, since we brought up the fact that Saline is giving up a lot of shots here to Pioneer, they have turned it around from that point forward, and Pioneer hasn't had a shot on goal since. So I think they got the message, man.
Yeah, it's been a few minutes before Pioneers really had a solid opportunity. Nonetheless, I mean, possession-wise, they're still holding onto the ball. Every once in a while, they'll give it back up to Saline, but for the most part, they're holding possession. They're maintaining, they're doing what they want to do with the ball. You can see more of that right now. Here's those midfielders. You talked about Coach Nixon had such nice things to say about her team. That one sends in long and hustling on her horse down there into the corner. Gabby Howden, I believe, couldn't quite catch up. Man, she got moving down in there. Howden, sophomore forward for the Pioneers. Possession whistle there. Skyline will try to get it away from their end again. Curious to see if it's be more of a possession pass or something long. Nice job into the middle, but the Pioneers surround number 12, El Puffpath.
Pioneer trying to get their rhythm back. That's why they're being a little aggressive on defense here. They're trying to get the ball back into their zone so they can get some more shots on goal. But Saline is just not budging. No, not giving them anything easy.
Yeah, you're exactly right. In that first quarter, Pioneer, with that aggressive forecheck, really started their offense with something like that almost every time. And you're right, the Hornets are doing a much better job of not giving it up to the Pioneer forwards. So they're maintaining possession, and they're changing up the way that they try to look and try to work the ball upfield. But that's not deterring the Pioneers because they're just as aggressive as ever. 7:05 to go here in this first half from Holloway Field. CTN Sports Game of the Week. Nick Wisniewski along with JB Ricks. That one popped out midfield.
I think I just heard Coach Nixon or one of her assistants yell out, "We need to get off to quick starts."
So what do you think she means by that?
I think she means
Number
being more
17,
aggressive,
Natalia
coming out
Herrera,
of,
in for Saline
when they're passing the ball into
previously.
the zone.
Skyline feels a lot more crisp here in this second quarter. I feel like they're spacing out a little bit more too. I feel like Pioneer did so well aggressively because the Hornets were bunched together a little bit, and now they seem to be spacing out a bit more, making longer, still crisp passes, and now that's just that much more work for these Pioneer forwards.
And
here come the
Finocchiaro, number
Hornets.
9, in for the Hornets.
That's number 3, Claire Arvey.
Here we go, Saline on the attack again.
Those Pioneer middies, though, they come in with reckless abandon. Violet Solden there, freshman midfielder, in strong, trying to gum up the works for the Hornets.
Oh, she took a whack at that one right there and did not connect. So Pioneer takes over possession.
Saline slowly brings it in. Pioneer giving her some room to work. It gave her the opportunity to take that shot. Arvey with a big smack. Didn't quite make its way into the Pioneer defender, or the Pioneer goalkeeper, though.
See, every time Pioneer tries to get some momentum into their own zone, Saline cuts it off with the quickness every single time. Very impressed with Saline's defense in this first half.
Yeah, they've been stout, and now we're starting to see the way that their forwards switch to defense up front. We didn't get a chance to see that so much in that first quarter, but this second quarter, they have a really nice forecheck going on. Played up to the side, but that one bounces over the stick of Gabby Howden. Howden was the player that made that mad dash to the upper left corner. Now she's on the right-hand side. She's just got the energy of a freshman.
We're coming
Sorry,
up on,
she's a sophomore, though.
coming up on 4 minutes to go here before halftime, and Pioneers got to make something happen here. Here's an opportunity right here as they have the ball in their own zone. They got to make something happen here, Nick.
Carrying it off right. Whack up into the middle. Only one player there for the Pioneers ready for that one, whereas you had several Hornets gumming up the middle waiting for a play like that.
Yeah, Claire Clark with the interception there. Check out the replay. That's Maggie Lamb. Oh, yeah, there's Claire right there.
Yeah, the Hornets defensively have been in the right spot all game long. They're doing a great job of anticipating shots, passes, and just marking their spots where they need to be.
Well, you know what they say, Nick. Defense wins championships, and maybe that's a mantra that Saline is taking in to this season, knowing they have to dethrone the 3-time state champions. Defense is going to have to be the way to do it. Stop them from scoring, keep the zeros up on their scoreboard, and then, hey, you come away with the victory if you just put at least one up there. So maybe that's the formula that Saline needs to try to dethrone these 3-time defending state champs.
And there you can see the fall coverage. This is our first of just a bunch of games coming up. We've got tons of football coming your way this season, as well as a little bit more field hockey, and we're going to pepper in some soccer towards the end of the season as well. Full slate for CTN Sports Game of the Week.
Oh, 13 whipped on that one.
That's Howden one more time. Howden, she's getting these opportunities. She is hungry for these chances. We're going to see her put one in before the end of this game. I'm confident.
Well, she definitely had a great opportunity right here, but she just completely whiffed. Watch. Check out the replay. Oh, wide open shot. Oh, she just completely missed it. So that's a missed opportunity right there that she's probably going to lose a little sleep over tonight.
Last weekend. Just you lift your head and then you miss it. You top it. Not great. That's what's gonna happen every once in a while. But yeah, Howden I think she got a little excited with that shot, and honestly, she did lift her head like a golfer would do out on the fairway.
I think she was shocked at how wide open she was.
You might be
considering how well Saline's defense has been playing in this first half.
Yeah, that's one of the first wide open opportunities that they've had. I think you're right. I think she might have been waiting for the other shoe to drop. She might have been waiting for that other player to get up in her grill, and it just never came. Never happened. Pushing forward up high now. Brought in there's Maggie Lamb.
Pioneer
Lamb works it in. She's got a player right out in front. Kicked away one more time. Kaylee Mitzel.
She is having herself a ball game. Kaylee Mitzel is halfway to a player of the game right now, the way she's playing.
Another solid opportunity for the Pioneers.
Kaylee just said, "Get that up out of here!" Kicking it away like, "What do y'all think? What are y'all thinking?"
And that
Bringing
wasn't
that into my
an
house.
easy kick away. That ball was bouncing. Instead of scooping it up like a shortstop or instead of hitting away with her stick, she seems very comfortable with her footwork.
Yeah. I think she's comfortable with her footwork. She's comfortable with her position in net, and she's comfortable with how her teammates, her defense, I should say, has her back.
We'll get back to that replay in a quick second. Only 39 seconds left to go here in this first half. Quick action up and down the field, and the Pioneers trying one last time in this half. That one slapped off to the right. Clara Jones.
There it is.
One more opportunity right up in the middle. Trying to turn it. We've got a whistle. 24 seconds to go. And the Pioneers are going to get another opportunity. One last for the half, probably.
Yeah, another corner shot here. Pioneer being very, very aggressive on offense, trying to get that equalizing goal, and they just got themselves another corner shot here. So I do like how aggressive they're being here towards the end.
Game does not end on a
But this is probably going to be their last chance to get a score here before we head into halftime.
And we had the end of half horn, if you want to call it, but you can't end on defensive penalties. So we're going to send one in. That's why the entire Pioneer squad comes in.
And they got it!
Finds the back of it. Goal for the Pioneers. Ending the first half, they tie it up. Outstanding effort and play by Pioneer there to bring this first half to a close.
That is the way to end the half. I told you Pioneer was being super aggressive because they wanted that equalizer before they headed into the half, and they got it. Nice little bouncing shot. It is.
At the half, 1-1.
Just a massive hard shot from the outside. I believe that was number
Izzy.
18. I think that was Olivia Rollins, if I'm not
Remind fans
mistaken.
that the restrooms are located across from the gate that you entered for
And
the
that
game.
will do it for first half action. The Pioneers on an extra time goal, if you will, tie it up. But we've still got an entire half of Game of the Week. Stick around. We'll be right back, folks.
Hello, my name is Andre Anderson, and I'm the police chief of the Ann Arbor Police Department. You know, each year, millions of sports fans transverse to our city to watch football. We want to be your place of destination. Thank you for being here, and thanks for being part of a winning culture.
Hi, I'm Deputy Chief Patrick McGuire. Are you looking for great drinks and a cold beverage? The Main Street Social District is a great place to explore our downtown area while enjoying an alcoholic beverage. There's also lots of great tailgates in the stadium area. Just remember, outside of the Social District, open alcohol is prohibited on public streets and sidewalks.
Hi, I'm Deputy Chief Jason Forsberg. From where to park to how to get around on game day, we've made it easy. Here's a QR code to help you navigate the city and provide helpful information as you travel to and from Michigan Stadium.
Tech ball is a sport that is played on a curved table. You can use any part of the body but your hands.
It's kind of like a ping pong table, but it's a little bit curved to allow for like more rallies with a bigger ball. It's basically ping pong and soccer mixed together.
You can play it as a singles or doubles. The idea is to hit the other side of the table, and each side has an opportunity to touch the ball 3 times. Failing to retrieve the ball within those 3 touches, other side gets a point.
To be able to play something like that, like so casually and effortlessly without needing like a big field or anything was great. And also the added like complexity of having to abide by ping pong rules was really fun.
Back in 2023, there was some communications between Tech Ball USA and Parks and Recreation staff. The idea was not only to bring something new to the community, but also an opportunity for Tech Ball USA to grow the sport. So they decided to donate 2 tables for us. One is at Olson Park, the other one is here at Fuller Park. We chose these locations because this is where we have our premier soccer fields.
This is like perfect because it's super low commitment. You can just walk up to the park with a ball and just play with each other. And I know some friend groups like mine are like super competitive, and this is like something perfect for that.
And welcome back, everybody. Looking down on Holloway Field, CTN Sports Game of the Week coming out of halftime. But I think we're going to take a look at that last goal, JB?
Yeah, let's take a look at it because we were in here racking our minds trying to figure out who actually scored the goal. And if you look at it closely, it's Olivia Rollins with the initial stick. But watch, it looks like it might get deflected here by Lucy Piker, number 28.
Yeah, that ball certainly looks like it changes directions. It looked like it had an upward motion, and then it decided down to the right afterwards. I know I sound like an old Oliver Stone movie, back into the left. But, I really do believe that Pikert is the one that's going to get credit for that goal.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not in charge of that sort of thing. Nor do I want to be.
Exactly.
As it happens.
Regardless of whoever does get credit for it, it's the fact that Pioneer scored that goal going into the half to give them the momentum that they needed, because it was a pretty rough first half for them, especially with the way Saline was playing their defense throughout. So for them to get a penalty goal with no time on the clock going into halftime, that's got to boost their confidence going into the second half.
Yeah, I would say rough and frustrating, right? Like they had plenty of shots, they had plenty of chances, plenty of opportunities, but they just couldn't knock that one in. They just couldn't
You want to
get
reset?
that one by Mitzel or her defense until, past 0.
Yeah.
So they tied it up, and they've got to be pretty stoked. We've got a little bit of a slowdown down there. We've got our official
delay.
there slowly wandering out, trying to tell the coaches and possibly the table staff exactly what's going on. And we've still got a little bit of confusion down by the scorers table. You can see Coach Nixon.
Clock will be
there.
reset to 14:45.
So they're going to put about 30 seconds back on the clock. Take it from 4:17 back up to 14:45, and now I think we've got that's the trick. Is that 30 seconds is what we're going to do here, and now we are back at it. I'm sure these teams are both chomping at the bit. Pioneer especially probably stoked to get back out there and try to build on that early or that momentum from that late goal.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. You know, that's the energy you took into halftime, and you want to come out of the locker room with that same energy, knowing with what's on the line in this high-stakes matchup right here.
There's Piker, the possible goal scorer there, sending it over to Alexis Hayes. Giving it up to Lena Hammerman. Hammerman near side trying to look for a player in the middle, but 3 Hornets all around her. Pioneers can't quite gain possession to push it deeper into their zone. Hornets send that one up, but that one is stopped mid-run. Alexis Hayes. Clara Jones now bringing it down one-on-one. Defender not giving anything to her. Claire Clark, that stout defender for the Hornets. She pulled that one out. It's going to be a free shot for Saline. One dribble up, sends it up off the stick, though, of Casey Griffin. She can't hold on to that when Pioneers maintain possession. Sent into the corner. That one scoots away from Hammerman. And the Hornets will try to get something going here, JB.
Yeah, both teams having a hard time finding their rhythm here to begin the third quarter. I mean, hey, maybe it's another situation where they're trying to figure themselves out or feel each other out, you know, based off the adjustments that were made at halftime.
And it was a quick halftime, too. I mean, it really felt like things moved very quickly. And I swear that both teams just kind of popped out and said, hey, let's just get this thing going. Let's start. This game started a few minutes early.
Yeah.
And even halftime, they said, no, we're good. No more orange slices. Let's get out there and let's play. But you're right. It feels a little disjointed early on here, 2.5 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, and this is something else that has caught my attention. I don't know if you noticed this or not, Nick, but Pioneer still has a 0 on their scoreboard. So we got to find out what's going on with that. Did that goal at the end of the half not count?
I'm
a little confused about that.
certainly hope not, that would not be the case, but maybe that's just an oversight at the scorekeeper's table. But that is definitely something we could send one of our roving reporters down to talk to. Just kidding, we don't have those.
Hey, it's the...
Not for lack of trying. Not for lack of trying. We do have an outstanding cast of characters, though. No roving reporters this evening, but we've got so many good people that help make this broadcast possible. And we'll talk about those folks in a minute as soon as this free penalty shot comes up for the Pioneers. Sent up to the middle, passed over by Rollins. They're going to cycle through, off to the right, leaning shot. Kicked away one more time. Violet Solden.
I like the play call. Just couldn't execute, and good defense once again by Mrs. Mitzel. Look at this. Boom. Nice fake. Pass it over. You can tell this was a design, and they come over, and she gets the shot. Oh, it gets in there, but it's Mitzel. It's Mitzel again with another save.
Yeah, you're right. Designed, misdirection, and semi-trickeration. There, one
go.
more. Now we're
one.
down to the outside. Righties. There's Hollins one more
There
time.
it is.
Instead of taking the shot, she
Gotta catch
sends it wide left. down to Clara Jones. Jones maintains possession, and there's just a whole scrum of players out in front of the net. Worth a try to knock it in there is probably what Clara Jones thought, but no go, and Saline escapes one more time.
I mean, Pioneer was in perfect position there to get the go-ahead goal. But I don't know what. Here it is. Look at this. Look how close they are. They're in there. Saline not being too aggressive. You gotta whack at it, man. You gotta get that shot on goal. What are we doing? Why are you not shooting? There you go. There's the shot. But Mitchell there again with another save. I believe she's up to 6, Nick. I believe that's 6 saves. I count for Mitchell.
Down low, doing their best to maintain possession. Yeah, you're right. She just didn't have a good body position to get that shot. She couldn't do a big swinging whack at it, and she just didn't feel comfortable flipping that one forward. Seemed like it was a better idea to try to send that off to a teammate who might have had a better angle at the goaltender. Definitely had a little more space to work with. Saline, big shot out into the middle.
Check out, look at this. Oh, check out this replay right here. Oh my goodness, how did Mitchell get that save? Oh, it deflected off of the corner of the post after it went 5-hole through her. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like Mitchell's just barely scraped it with her heel, because you're right, that went 5-hole, went between her legs when she was trying to kick, but it just redirected off of the heel. That is outstanding camera work by, I think, Mad Mike Koski down there, and even better awareness going down there in the truck. Rob Cross and Moel Masri keeping an eye on things, keeping a close eye on things. Man,
beautiful work by our guys on the ground. All right, Saline. All right, you're in the zone. Take advantage of this. I got to tell you, Nick, that 0 on Pioneer scoreboard has me a little concerned.
Perplexed. I am also perplexed. We need to get to the bottom of this. But as you know, JB, and maybe our audience doesn't know, we are on an island out here by ourselves. There is no information coming in and out.
Yeah, if I could definitely be in 2 places at once right now, I would be down there at that score table finding out what's going on.
8:50 to go here in this third quarter. Lackluster slap going into against the goal. I can't imagine what would have happened there, why they would have taken that off. I mean, it clearly went in.
All right, Pioneer. Got a chance here to either take the lead or tie it up, considering once we figure out what's going on with the scoreboard.
Depending. It's like Vegas out here where we're playing on a plus minus now.
Yeah.
Saline now lifts that one, a high loopy pass in. Maybe try something a little bit different.
Sky high pass.
Couldn't quite rope that one in there. Was number 9, Emma Finiciario.
Pioneer back at it.
Tries to scrape that one in. I believe, was she looking for...
Saline defense holding strong.
Yeah, I think she was looking for Howden one more time.
Something off topic here, Nick, but I got to give shout-outs to the referees of these field hockey games. They have the dopest uniforms. The hot pink and the black pants, black long socks, man.
Can't miss them, right?
No,
like you always know where they're at.
They are styling and profiling out here, man. Yeah. You don't normally see umpires or referees or whoever, out here with the Fashion Nova sense. But that's what they got going on right now, man. So I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to the refs here for the field hockey.
Very reminiscent of the Hart Foundation. You ever watch any wrestling as a kid?
Yeah.
Brett the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take off that one. Oh. Okay.
So the rumor we're hearing right now is that the goal was touched with a high stick. So we would have been right looking at that replay. So the way that it was redirected, it probably was Piker that had a touch on it, and they're saying high stick.
That's exactly what it means. Piker was the one who did get a stick on that ball, and because it was so high, they disallowed that goal. So Pioneers' goal before the halftime did not count, so it is still a 1-0 game.
I'm also getting word there's one of our camera guys, Mad Mike Koski, down there, that got to the bottom of that. So not only is he running live camera right on the field, but he is digging out our stories as well. Get that guy a sports shirt. All he wants is a sports shirt and or a sports hoodie.
Message.
All right, back to action here. Pioneer, we can convincingly say, is still down 1-0. Rollins there with a full head of steam. Ran headlong into a couple of Saline defenders. And we really haven't seen, Saline's back to just not getting it even into their zone.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about opportunities or scoring chances, but can't get it into the zone.
They're definitely protecting their net, but they're not being aggressive on offense at all and trying to control the ball in their zone. And that's going to come back and bite them because, Pioneer has to play like the aggressor right now. They have to play more desperate because they're their team down. But Saline, you still want to keep your foot on the gas. You don't want to fall back. You don't want to get lax. You want to double up your lead because Pioneer's just going to keep on coming. We're talking about the 3-time defending state champs here, right?
Long pass there, although brought back just out of stick reach of J.C. Walker. Now the Pioneers doing what you're talking about. They're trying to put the foot on the gas. Ball received by RV.
All right. This might be an
we've
opportunity.
got Claire RV coming in, trying to work, but 2 Pioneer defenders. That one kicked away by Rollins, and the Pioneers going to try to turn this one around quickly.
All right, under 5
nice
to play.
Long pass up to the right-hand side. Pioneer pushing in, looking for an opportunity. Tries to send that one in, but one more time, Claire Clark. Can't say enough good things about her in the middle of the defense.
Great look there. Great look by the Pioneers. Couldn't convert, though. And, that's pretty much what's going on right now, Nick. Pioneer has to be the aggressors. They have to play with more desperation. And Saline, they're kind of playing on their heels right now. They're playing on their heels, so they gotta buckle down and find a way to go and double up this lead. Otherwise, Pioneer's going to find a way to steal this game away.
Yeah, in that replay, we just saw them one more time, but Mitzel
nice
and
pass.
that defense there, you got a 2-on-1 for the Pioneers, sent out in front. But another off-balance opportunity. The Pioneers, as they're getting past these defenders, but you'll see they're not steady.
Yeah, check out the replay. This is beautiful pass play right here. But you got to finish that off. And once again, Mitzel there for the save, there for the denial. She has been a blockade all evening long.
Yeah, Saline's got to be feeling pretty good about life right now. The way that they are continuing to eke by without any of these balls getting by. One more time, the Pioneers there.
Nope.
Sends it into just a flurry of the Hornet's nest, if you will. There was many players on there.
Saline, once again, remaining stout on defense. Not giving up anything easy. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I do want to see that again.
Pioneers struggling to get possession and trying to work into their offensive zone. Pioneer middies working through the shadows now, trying to come up high on the right side.
Yeah, the shadows definitely are different now from when this game began. You see the big shadow over midfield, so that sun is starting to set.
Yeah, a lot longer shadows, like you said, especially right up the middle. And that will play for some passes up the middle. Substitution in for the Pioneers, Zoe Shuckman back into the game. Shuckman Jr.
Zoe Shuckman into the Pioneer lineup.
Saline's got to gain some control here. There we go. Lost it again.
Rollins doing a great job disrupting that Saline offense, though. She is really quick to jump out and get in front of a pass or slap a stick.
Number
playing
19
really
now
strong and almost with the goal in that end of that first half.
Yeah, coming up on 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Pioneer still with the big fat 0 on the scoreboard, but they have been aggressive in this third quarter. Saline just not willing to give up that lead, though. I'm telling you, though, it's going to come back. Saline's got to find a way to be aggressive on offense and double up this lead because there's only so many opportunities that Pioneer's going to falter on, you know? They're going to get one of these to go in. So Saline needs to get another goal.
Brown's playing up the middle. Nice low pass, but nobody down for the Pioneers, although looking at Maggie Lamb trying to hunt that down into the corner. Just a little too far gone for Lamb to get there, though. 90 seconds to play here in this third quarter as the sun slowly sets on a perfect fall evening in southeast Michigan, Wayne County, just off the banks of the Huron River. Big two-hand slap forward there, intercepted by the Pioneers. They're going to work their offense. You can see those Pioneer midfielders coming up the middle as well. They're going to try to get everybody involved now, JB.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to. They got to figure something out here.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call it desperation. There's still a lot of time left, but trying to bring up some of these midfielders, push them that much more, and you can see those defenders coming up as well. So they're getting ready to pull out all the stops. Try to put Saline on their heels a bit, as it were. That one slapped into the middle, but another Claire Clark step up, grab, and knock away.
All right, another chance here for Pioneer to provide that equalizer.
Pioneer trying to work something in with only 5 seconds left to go here in this quarter. 2-1, and hopefully that horn sounds a little stronger. That's the way you do it with the horn. They're in midseason form now, as are we getting there close to midseason form. That's end of third quarter here from Holloway Field. The Hornets still holding a tight 1-0 lead here on CTN Sports Game of the Week. Stick around, fourth quarter action coming up after this break.
Leslie Woods Nature Area is a 23-acre natural landscape located on Upland Drive just south of Leslie Park Golf Course and north of Plymouth Road. A 1,000-meter trail loop winds through this historically intact woodland that remains a well-functioning ecosystem. Composed of mixed hardwoods and shrubland, it is one of Ann Arbor's more mature woodlands. This oak hickory forest has some of the largest trees found within the Ann Arbor Park system, plus rare and interesting plant species like New Jersey tea, Culver's root, Kentucky coffee tree, pin oak, and more. A seasonal creek winds through the park, and 3 species of frogs observed in Leslie Woods include American toad, gray tree frog, and green frog. Limited street parking is available on Upland Drive, about a quarter-mile south from the park entrance. Refer to posted signage regarding parking rules and restrictions. The park can be reached on foot and bicycle, but there are no paved paths leading to the park entrance and no bike racks at the park. While this may not be the most convenient to access, Leslie Woods Nature Area remains a gem in the Ann Arbor Park system that deserves recognition and consideration for your next hike. For more information about this park or other city parks, visit a2gov.org/parkfinder.
Welcome back, everybody, to Holloway Field, CTN Sports Game of the Week. As you can see, we've got a tight one. Saline Hornets 1-0 over the Pioneers. JB, what did we see in that third quarter?
Well, I mean, I saw us finally figuring out why the score was still 1-0 after we thought it was all tied up going into halftime. But it's Pioneer, being the aggressors of the third quarter because they are still down by a goal. But Saline is just not budging. That's what I saw from my perspective from up here in the press box. Saline's just not budging. They're not letting Pioneer get anything easy. But Pioneer's going as hard as they can because they want to tie this game up before it's too late. but we are less than a quarter away from Saline remaining undefeated and them handing the 3-time defending state champs their 3rd loss of the season.
Yeah, Claire Clark in the middle of that defense for the Hornets, and Kaylee Mitzel and her amazing footwork, among other things, are really the story of the game here for Saline.
Yeah, great defense by the Hornets, and Mitzel, I think she's up to 6 or 7 saves. She has been very, very stout inside that net for her team, but her team has also had her back as well, so it's been a collective effort by the defense and the goaltender, Kaylee Mitzel.
And we are far away, but we can hear her directing that defense a little bit as well. So it's not just the defense knowing what to do all by themselves or going rogue. It's a complete team effort.
Absolutely. Okay, Pioneers got another good shot here.
Sent up just a little too far there past June Galvin.
Yeah, Galvin wasn't in position to receive that pass. It was a good look, it was a great thought, and she was open, but she just wasn't ready to receive the pass. So that's another missed opportunity for Pioneer there.
Yeah, they had Galvin all twisted up out there. Galvin was looking left shoulder inside, and that ball came outside, more for a stick shot on the outside. So Galvin couldn't quite pull that one out. Now 13-13, lucky 13-13 to go here in the 4th quarter. And you're right, JB. I mean, Saline would really like to get something going, give themselves a little bit of a breathing room, even if it's not scoring a goal, even if it's just getting it out of their half for a few minutes to give this defense a little bit of a break.
Nick, I'll be honest with you. I have not seen one shot on goal by Saline in this second half. Have you?
I'm racking my brain, and I think you might be right. But here they come trying to switch that up.
I have not seen one shot on goal by Saline in this second half. Nope. At least they got a shot.
Yeah, the RVs have been quiet.
Yeah, if I'm Saline, I am finding a way to be more aggressive on offense. I want a 2-0 lead instead of a 1-0 lead. I do not feel comfortable at all. Regardless of how much defense has controlled the pace of this game, I would not feel comfortable with the 1-0 lead if I'm Saline right now. So they got to find a way to double this up, or otherwise Pioneers going to steal it, I'm telling you.
Pass broken up there by Hayes. Hayes did a great job of getting into that long passing lane, sneaking that one out. And now just a desperate fling away by Emma Finiciario. Back upfield there, Hayes. Hayes played a solid defense down there for the Pioneers as well. She's been in the mix consistently. Another big swing, and McGowan.
Yeah, she was, I believe she was out of bounds when she made that pass.
Now the Pioneers seem to be way more interested in taking big shots down the field instead of that slow, methodic pace going up. Rollins now switching field, far side if you're watching at home. Hear those home Pioneer stands. We've seen some amazing games. Football, soccer, field hockey, lacrosse, everything out here. Lots of great lacrosse being played out here. And there's a nice move coming to the outside. Number 7, Maggie Lamb trying to, speaking of lacrosse, Maggie Lamb trying to figure things out with the stick.
Not giving up anything easy.
Yeah, Saline continues to stifle this Pioneer offense. Saline taking their time, no rush. They'll be happy to work the ball around. Nice triangle passing, working the ball in triangles.
Yeah, the last thing Pioneers should be doing is sitting back and just letting them roam around with the ball like that. They definitely need to be aggressive. I know we still got just over 10 minutes to go here, but we've been down 1-0 this entire game, so it's time to level up, tie this one up. We're gonna go home with that 3rd loss of the season.
And McGowan slapped that one in. I mean, you mentioned the losses, and you're definitely right. Nobody wants to take an L on a Monday night. But I feel like if you're Coach Nixon, you learn a little something from every game and every loss, right? It might be for the Pioneers less about winning and more about growing. Oh, there's another save, right foot, kick, left foot.
Pioneer, they're coming hard.
One more time, another save by Mitzel.
Mitzel is a phenom out there today.
Pioneers, no answer for Kaylee Mitzel in the net.
I'm going off my own score sheet here, Nick. That's her 8th save of the evening.
Ice water in her veins. No problem making these saves, staring these shots down like they're nothing.
Doing it with ease, too. Look at it. Check out this first save right here. Oh, beautiful shot, but Kaylee is right there like, nah, send that to the left, player. Ain't nothing going down here tonight.
Mitzel calm, cool, and collected making these saves.
Yeah, she's looking good out there, Nick.
Nonetheless, no rest for the Wicked as the Pioneers continue at keeping it in their offensive zone. Those defenders trying to step up and get it out. Claire Clark being a little more aggressive on that end, trying to get it out of her side.
Yeah, it's about to get real dramatic out here. I can feel it, Nick.
There's a buzz in the air. There's not a
there you go,
Hornets
Saline.
punt.
There you go. Oh, that's a push. Let's go back to the Let's go back to the Mitzel save. This was, I believe, the first one that she had in that sequence. Look at that, coming right at it, and then kick it up out of here. Get up out of my house. Hey, you know what? Mitzel's out there having fun too, man. Not only is she over there dominating her position right now, but she's having fun doing it too. You can just tell by her emotions and by her body language. She is having fun out there.
Well, it's fun when you're making the saves, right? It's fun when you're doing well, and you can build on that momentum, right? Like every save gives you that much more confidence and gives you that much more calmness too. Every time she makes a save like that, and we've seen her do it in multiple ways.
Okay, here we go. Pioneer with another chance.
Pioneer up 2 players up.
Nope.
That one knocked off the side. Maggie Lamb seemed to be in a solid position, but couldn't quite get it into her.
These are 2 very well-coached teams, Nick. I mean, check out the replay right here as Pioneer gets another good look, 2-on-2. She got a shot, but it was just wide right, so Kaylee didn't have to do too much with that one. But, you know, back to what I was saying as far as these 2 teams having the respect that they have for each other, you can tell that they're both very well-coached. They're all in position where they're supposed to be. Oh!
And that one came through.
Oh, they disallowed
They said
it.
no goal, though.
No goal. No goal.
And that wasn't a surprise to anybody. That immediately that was called off.
Yeah.
And even the players, nobody was hanging their heads or shrugging and saying, "Well, what happened there?"
They just kept going. They just kept going. Boom. Yeah, they were. No goal.
Yeah,
right.
and Mitzel wasn't even in position to make that, so she knew ahead of time that ball coming in was not going to be in play.
All right, just under 7 minutes to go here, Nick. Still 1-0 in favor of Saline, the state runner-up from last year.
Nice pass off to the right-hand side. Herrera couldn't quite find an opening, though. No green grass to take a swing at that ball.
Still no shots on goal this half for Saline, Nick.
Hornets trying to switch that up right now. Great stick work down there by the Pioneer defense. Flubbed shot there.
Saline,
and McGowan, a rare miscue. And Olivia Rollins continuing the hard work in the middle for her.
Hornets corner.
Corner opportunity here for the Hornets. Maybe they can get off the schneid and get a solid shot off.
Yeah, they need it. They need it right here. And you take a 2-0 lead with the way Kaylee is playing right now, you might as well go ahead and call the ball that game.
Claire Clark with the ball.
5:36 to go. Claire Clark sends that one in quickly. Receive. Big shot.
Nice shot.
Bouncer goes wide of the goal, though. Tried to redirect out in front. Had every opportunity to sink that one in, but it goes wide.
Hey, at least it's a shot on goal, Nick. Let's take another look as Saline gets their first shot on goal of this entire second half. Coming from the top. Oh, she got it right in position. But it is Casey Griffin who was just off the mark. She was in perfect position, but she couldn't get that ball where it needed to be.
Yeah, right you are with the perfect positioning and a great job of setting up that play. That's what you need to do in field hockey. Here we can see a nice slow shot. Look at her turn around. Great textbook turn. Short stroke there, just a good turn and power low shot.
That would have been a ball game right there, man. Great work by guys in the back, sending us these replays so we can keep showing you guys how this is all going down. Shout out to our guys in the back. Here we go, Saline.
Harvey now got a little bit of
Beautiful
space.
shot.
Knocks that right into the bread basket.
That was a beautiful shot by Ella Harvey.
And now the Pioneers going to be feeling a little bit.
Here it is. Watch Ella coming up. Wide open net. Oh, she got a great shot, and she did not whiff, but just a great save.
And here we go, coming up, other end. Diving shot over. Once she had the goaltender beat, she didn't have her feet under her, and that ball went just wide coming out of that replay. Wow, huge opportunity for Pioneer.
Oh, look at, yeah, she got in there. Oh my goodness, 1-on-0. And what are you doing? She just totally missed it and still had another wide open shot. Oh, Gabrielle Harder. Man, she's going to lose some sleep over that one, Nick.
Yeah, we talked about how quick she is, and we saw those legs churning to get out ahead and get that breakaway full speed.
Yeah, that's,
you can see one more time. Look at how fast she is. Just go and just track that one down, knocked it ahead to herself, and once she punched it forward, she just couldn't quite catch back up and then lost her feet underneath of her. 3:13 to go now with one of the best opportunities of the entire game there. Gabby Howden just a little bit out of her reach, couldn't finish that one off. But one more time, worth mentioning by Kaylee Mitzel, how she was in perfect position. She saw that play develop right in front of her, and she was ready for it.
All right, we got a timeout here.
Pioneer timeout.
We got timeout. Probably Pioneer. They need to get together and talk about what they might do if they get another corner shot, or just as a whole, where are my midfielders going to be positioned, and are my defenders going to be coming up to help out a little bit?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Coach Nixon is letting them know that they got to level up now here with only 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go. Been down 1-0 most for the majority of this game. Pretty sure she's setting up a nice little play that can get them in position as well. But they know they have to step up on the aggression level and find a way to bring the equalizer into this game.
You know who's always leveling up their game? Everybody at CTN. Down on cameras today, we've got Mad Mike Koski down there, who's apparently our roving reporter as well. Fact checker, it sounds like. We got Jackson Gorland up top, Ryan Smith up top. Of course, our director, Rob the Boss Cross. And on
Pioneer
replay
fans,
audio,
we remind
Mo
you the
Sislak,
team will
El
be back
Masri.
here
Just
on
so
Wednesday
many great
at
people
6
make
o'clock
this entire
to
broadcast
take on
possible.
crosstown
And
rival
it's
Ann
great to
Arbor
work
Huron.
with all of them, bringing
It'll
you
be a
guys
fun
some
one.
outstanding content from Washtenaw County. I'm Nick Wisniewski along with JB Ricks. 2:52 to go here, and like you said, we're going to see if this is the spot where Pioneer can put down and say this is where champions are made. We need to go out there and tie this one up. There's Mitzel getting back into her cage. She's right at home between those pipes. Whistle there. Pioneer's going to keep with it. Stick work working in. Gets by one Hornet, but body checks, I guess. A little bit of body on body action. El Puffpath hit the dirt. But they're calling that one on the defender, so this will be a massive opportunity for the Pioneers here, coming out with a corner.
A golden opportunity that they cannot let go to waste. Period, point blank.
Lucy Piker down there. It's going to start things off. You got a nice look at Mitzel.
Kaylee letting them know, this is where I want you guys at. Here we go.
Piker now finds her player right in the middle. There's Rollins. Sends that off to the right. Leaning pass into the middle. Yeah, that looked like less of a shot and more of a let's try to send this in for possible redirection.
Well, that didn't work.
Clock continues to tick. You've got 1:41 to go as the Pioneers' time slowly running down. They figure they've got one, maybe two more realistic chances to try to put this ball in the back of the net. Rollins receives that one, sends it over one more, back to Rollins. Rollins slaps that one in. Another kick low, pad saved by Mitzel. Whiffed in the middle. Pioneer retains possession, trying to turn and put something into the middle for those players, and we've got another whistle, and this is going to be Saline ball as the Pioneers pull back to defense.
Saline needed that. They needed that right there. And Pioneer was ready to get that equalizer. I'm not exactly sure what that call was because it looked like the Pioneer player was the one that was pushed, but hey, that call went Saline's way. But they still weren't able to get the ball out of the zone, so Pioneer's still going to have another chance.
I think you're going to call a trip on that. I mean, she went down, and it was definitely started by the Saline player that was already on the ground.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that call was on Saline or why that call was on Pioneer.
Only 30 seconds. Great job to hustle that one down. Knock that one out to the middle.
Okay.
Rollins now trying to push it through. Players all out in front of her. Off to the right side. High shot just wide of Mitzel. Almost took off the head of that Pioneer player cutting in. That's number 6, Andy McGowan.
Andy McGowan, yeah, let's see this last little replay right here. Pretty much Pioneer's last chance right here, folks. And that will do
it for this game here at Howland Field. That's a 1-0 victory for Skyline on the Pioneers' home turf. For Saline, I'm sorry, I've said Skyline several times tonight. Saline don't want to take anything from a great game by the Saline Hornets. 1-0. Stick around, though. We've got JB Ricks will be down with our player of the game in just a moment.
We ask you to use caution and courtesy as you leave the parking lot and have a safe trip.
You see everybody moving their feet, and it all starts.
All
starts with Rosenberg right there.
I love his cellies too. The celebrations out of Rosenberg are awesome. He attacks from either side, and he puts everything into this shot.
We've seen him do this time and time again, and there he is coming around.
That's top cheddar, folks.
There you go. They haven't needed it, but there it plays off, and there's Rosenberg.
That's my 4th goal on the game, folks. He's pulling his own jersey. Love it.
That is another goal. Pinpoint shot by Levi Rosenberg.
I'm running out of cellies. I'm running out of cellies, guys.
No, they're not.
All right, welcome back. CTN Sports with Pioneer getting the 1-0 victory over Saline, a rematch of last year's state championship. Saline comes away with the 1-0 victory, and I'm with our key player of the game, Kaylee Mitzel. You had about 10 saves today. You guys were playing some stout defense, and just talk about how you guys were able to get that done on that side of the field tonight.
Yeah, this game was definitely a grind. It took everybody. Everyone had to work hard. Everyone had to play a ton of minutes, and I'm really proud of this team for the effort they put in, the grit, everything. It was a really tough game.
How much were you guys looking forward to this matchup, especially with the rivalry that you guys have built over the past few years and playing them in the state championship? How much were you guys looking forward to this?
We were so excited. I mean, the season, it comes down to these games. These rivalry games are always fun, and we knew it was a tough end of the season last year, and we knew we wanted to come back. We wanted to get our revenge, and everyone worked hard, and we deserve this today.
And you guys move forward with an undefeated record. You remain unbeaten, and this is a huge conference victory for you guys as well. But what else will this do for you as far as you guys moving forward in the season, getting like this?
I think this is really good for our morale. Energy will be high. Tomorrow at practice, we'll be excited. We have 2 more games this week, so we'll be pumped to go into those and just the rest of the season, playoff run, all of that.
Awesome. I want to sit here and congratulate you once again for becoming our key player of the game with your 10 saves and the 1-0 victory. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, there it is right there with our key player of the game. Saline gets the 1-0 victory over Pioneer. Nick, let's send it back to you.
Thank you, JB. Great job down there on the sidelines with Kaylee Mitzel, goaltender for the Saline Hornets, who come away with a big victory from Holloway Field, 1-0 on this opening evening for fall sports of CTN's Game of the Week. We've got a ton of great stuff coming your way this season, so please keep tuning in. Check us out on YouTube, check us out on CTN, and we will see you for the next one on CTN Sports Game of the Week.